Welcome to this everyday hip and hamstring flexibility yoga practice. This is the perfect class to incorporate into your daily or weekly routine to help you create space within the body and within the mind. Let's begin our practice today in Child's Pose Balasana. Offer yourself a few moments to allow the body to settle, to allow the mind to settle. Guide your awareness towards the here and now. Begin to notice the sensations of your body in contact with the surface beneath you. And perhaps you begin to notice some internal sensations. Might it be possible to notice these inner landscapes from a space of compassion and non-judgment? Might it be possible to open your heart and let go as you surrender to the ebbs and flows of our practice today? Let us take one cleansing breath together. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the mouth. Sigh it all out. On your next inhalation, press into your palms, rise into tabletop Vamanasana. On your inhalation, arch your back, gaze forwards, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, cat pose. And again, allow the breath to guide you through these spinal waves of Marjyasana and Bitilasana. Return to tabletop and begin to circle your left hip, your left knee in one direction, doing your best to keep the rest of the body stable as we begin to mobilize the hip. You might like to swap the direction of your circles. Continue to breathe. Return your left shin to the earth. And let's find our hip circles with the right leg, perhaps pressing a little bit more firmly into your right palm. And let's swap the direction of our circles. Lengthen the back of your neck. One more circle. Return your shin to the mat. Tuck your toes under. Walk your hands out in front. Inhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Offer yourself a moment here to pedal out your legs. Perhaps sway the hips from side to side. Really move in any way that feels nourishing. Offer yourself one nourishing breath in down dog. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat and mindfully step your right foot between your palms. Inhale, shine your heart forwards. On your exhalation, straighten your right leg, flex your foot, send your hips back, monkey pose. Inhale to rebend, open up the chest, lower crescent moon. Exhale, half monkey, Ardha Hanumanasana, square off the hips, and again. Allow this to be a fluid transition, and know that you can always keep a generous bend in that right knee. There's no need to straighten it. Work within your range of motion for today. On your next inhalation, rebend your right knee, rest in lower crescent moon, Anjaneyasana. Is it possible to create more space around the hips? Is it possible to soften your face and your jaw a little more? Inhale here. Exhale, shift your hips back. Extend your right knee, flex your foot. Half monkey. You can either keep the torso elevated and the arms long, or if you like, you can hinge forwards and melt your heart towards that right leg. Being sure that you can still breathe in whichever variation you've chosen. On your next inhalation, rebend your front knee, elevate the torso, Anjaneyasana. And from here, heel toe your right foot to the left side of your mat as we prepare for pigeon pose, Kapotasana. You can either stay upright or perhaps lower down onto your forearms, or maybe rest your head atop of your hands. Continue to lengthen your left leg behind you. Soften your right hip and your glutes, and do your best to stabilize the pelvis. So rather than having all of your weight in that right leg, see if you can gently guide your left hip bone towards the mat. Offer yourself one nourishing breath in pigeon pose. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Use the support of your arms to help you elevate the torso. Tuck your back toes under. Send your right leg back. You might like to take a moment to sway your hips from side to side. And when you're ready, let's step the left foot between our palms, lower crescent moon. Inhale to lengthen the spine, open up the chest, stretch your right hip. Exhale to shift your hips back, straighten your leg, half monkey. Inhale to bend. Exhale to straighten, honoring your cadence. On your next inhalation, rebend your left knee, Anjaneyasana. Offer yourself a few mindful and loving breaths here. Where can you create space? Where can you soften? Inhale in your lower crescent moon. Exhale, send your hips back, straighten your left leg. Continue to lengthen both sides of your waist and either stay upright or melt your heart towards the earth, towards your left leg. Breathe. Your next inhalation, rebend your left knee, tent up onto your fingertips, and let's heel toe the left foot to the right edge of the mat, setting up for our pigeon pose. Offer yourself a moment to stabilize the pelvis and decide how deep you would like to go. Inhale here. And exhale, soften your muscles. On your next inhalation, elevate the torso. Transfer your weight into your left leg. Bring your right leg and then your left leg forwards. Offer yourself a moment to shake out the legs if that feels right. From here, keep your left leg extended, right foot towards the inner seam of your left thigh, either staying upright or folding into our head to knee pose, Janu Sirsasana. Aligning your sternum with the middle of your thigh and maybe lowering your forehead down towards your shin. Now, it's perfectly natural if you'd prefer to stay upright. This is a really deep stretch for the back and maybe for the hamstrings as well, depending on where you are in your practice. On your next inhalation, mindfully elevate the torso. Roll the shoulders back and down. Close off your hip joint and guide your right foot towards the outer edge of your left leg. Right palm behind your back, grab a hold of your leg. Or if you like, you can place your left tricep against your right thigh. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist. One breath here. Gently return your gaze forwards, uncross your legs. This time, right leg is straight. Let's come into head to knee pose with the left leg bent. Allow this to be a passive stretch. You can release the back of your neck, soften into the back muscles. You can even relax the right leg if that feels right, or keep the leg active. Inhale and exhale, soften a little more. On your next inhalation, rise up, roll the shoulders back, close off the hip joint and guide your left foot to the outer edge of your right thigh. Let's come into our spinal twist, keeping both sits bones on the mat. Continue to open your chest. Soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Mindfully return your gaze forwards, release the arms, roll the shoulders back, extend your left leg, shake out the legs, and let's come into bound angle. Join the soles of your feet together, allow the knees and the hips to splay wide. Option to stay upright, or on your exhalation, melt your heart towards the earth. Offer yourself one nourishing breath in bound angle. Inhale and exhale. When you feel ready, use the support of your arms to help you rise up. Roll the shoulders back, close off your hip joints. If you like, you can scoot forwards on your mat, palms under your thighs, and gently lower down onto your back. Guide your heels in close towards your glutes. Guide your left knee in towards the chest. Interlace your fingers behind your thigh. On an inhalation, extend your legs skywards. Exhale to bend. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower, and again. Continue to soften your face, your chest. You can continue with this, or on your next inhalation, keep your left leg extended, and if you like, you can straighten your right leg onto the mat. You might like to mobilize your ankle and your foot here. Continue to breathe. Notice where you feel this stretch. Notice if you're resisting this stretch. Maybe resistance looks like holding your breath. See if you can invite spaciousness within and between each breath. Offer yourself an inhalation here. On your exhalation, bend your left knee, grab a hold of the outer edge of your foot, right palm atop of right hip, coming into half happy baby. If you like, you can extend your left leg out to the side, or perhaps keep it bent. Doing your best to keep the pelvis stable. And let's come into our supine spinal twist, using the right hand to guide your left knee across the body, perhaps extending your left arm out at shoulder height, and if you like, turn your gaze to the left. Relax your belly, breathe. Gently bend both knees, perhaps sway from side to side as you return through center. Lower your left foot onto the mat, interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. On your inhalation, straighten your leg. Exhale to bend, and again. Inhale to lift, relax your face. Exhale to lower, one more time. You can again stick with this dynamic stretch, or on your inhalation, straighten your right leg and perhaps straighten your left leg onto the mat. You might like to mobilize your foot and your ankle, otherwise find stillness. Re-bend your right knee. Guide your knee towards your right armpit, coming into half happy baby, Ardha Ananda Balasana. Option to extend your right leg, otherwise keep it bent. Soften your hips, stabilize the pelvis. And let's come into our spinal twist, this time guiding the right leg across the body. Lovingly guide both knees in towards your chest. Take any final movements here. And when you're ready, rock up into a comfortable seated position. Lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale to raise the arms skywards. Exhale, palms towards your heart. Inhale to lift, call upon empowering energy. Exhale, guide this love and energy into your heart. Once more, inhale to raise your arms. Exhale to join your palms at heart center. Take a moment to acknowledge your efforts in deciding to show up on the mat. Thank yourself for nurturing your well-being, for creating space within your muscles, within the breath, and within the mind. Let us round off this practice with one nourishing breath together. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining this hip and hamstring flexibility practice. Know that you can return to this practice as often as you would like. If you enjoyed this sequence, leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for supporting the continuation of free yoga.